It's playoff time, and the lights are shining bright right here at home. Tonight, the Indians welcome the Archbishop Rummel Raiders to the reservation for a Division I select showdown in the second round of the Louisiana High School Athletic Association playoffs. All season long, your Indians have fought, battled, and proven that they can take on anyone who steps onto this field. The seniors are locked in, the team is hungry, and the entire community knows that tonight, Tioga protects home turf. Two teams, one season on the line. Win, and the story continues. Lose, and the chapter closes. But these young men didn't grind all year just to let someone else walk into their stadium and take it. This is playoff football. This is Friday night. These are your Tioga Indians right here at home, and it starts right now on TSPN. Well, good evening and welcome to the reservation at Tioga High School. I'm Cade Richardson, and alongside me is broadcast partner Dallin Berthelot. For this first time ever, you are watching Tioga Indians football on TSPN. Thanks for joining us, and we expect a great game tonight in the second round of the playoffs, as the winner will be one step closer to playing in the Superdome in December.
That's right, and tonight is a contest between programs with very different histories. If you look at the rankings, Tioga should be the favorite as the higher seed, the 6th seed, but if you look at these programs and what the internet has to say, Rummel has the advantage. Tioga is making their 26th playoff appearance in program history. Archbishop Rummel has made the playoffs in 26 of the last 27 seasons. Tioga is led by first-year head coach and longtime Central Louisiana assistant Dan Crispin. Crispin took over a 4-6 football team from last season and has quickly changed the culture in just 1 year. The Indians are sitting at 8-2 and finished just one game shy of winning their 8th district championship in program history. On the other sideline, Rummel is led by Nick Monica, son of legendary Louisiana High School coach Frank Monica. Coach Monica is in his 7th season as head coach at Rummel after serving as the defensive coordinator for the Raiders for 7 seasons under longtime Rummel head coach Jay Roth. In just his first season, 2019, Monica led the Raiders to a state championship and a 15-0 finish, beating Catholic out of Baton Rouge 14-10 in an instant classic at Yulman Stadium at Tulane. The Raiders are looking for their 3rd quarterfinal appearance in a row. The Indians are looking for their 3rd quarterfinal appearance all time. Tradition favors Rummel. But for the Indians, all that matters is if this Tioga team can defeat this Rummel team tonight.
And Tioga has competed in the Division I select bracket for the LHSAA playoffs every year since 2022. The Indians are 1-2 in playoff games in that time, as they defeated L.W. Higgins in 2023 as the 10th seed before losing to St. Paul's in the second round. This is the last season that Tioga will compete in Division I playoff brackets, as they will drop down to the Division II beginning next season. When you look at this game tonight, what are some of the key takeaways that you have for both teams?
Yeah, it's pretty simple. For Tioga, on defense, we need to limit the run on early downs and get Rummel to 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. If you can force their quarterback to stand in the pocket and have to complete a pass down the field, that's an advantage for Tioga. Let's the Javion champion. We can let Cohen Henry blitz from the middle, and we can go get him right here. Make Singleton be a pocket passer.
Empty backfield here, spreading it wide. Motion looking to the middle. He's going to find somebody. Still going to be too short for the first down. That's going to bring a 4th down up for Rummel.
Rummel is not one to go for it on 4th down. They are a very traditional football team, and there you go. They're going to bring the punt team out. They're going to punt it on 4th down, trust their defense here.
And that's Joseph Carapina coming out to punt the ball for the Rummel Raiders tonight. First punt of the night.
Looks like number 1, Kervin Johnson Jr. back deep to receive this punt. Nick Ponica, before he became the head coach of the Raiders, was the defensive coordinator and the special teams coordinator, so Rummel is known for having elite special teams.
Looks like Kervin's going to let that one just roll. Maybe play a little cat and mouse with the punt team there. But right now, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break. Remember, you're watching TSPN.
When other dealers judge your past, National Autoplex is here to drive you into your future. We're Sinlaw's only no-credit check lease-to-own dealer, where bankruptcy, bad credit, or no credit is no problem. At National Autoplex, we believe in second chances and fresh starts. If you've got income, you've got options. Come see why more drivers are choosing National Autoplex, where you're more than a credit score. Visit us today or apply online at nationalautoplex.com. National Autoplex. Your ride, your future, your way. When life's got you stuck or your vehicle just won't go, National Transmission has you covered. Whether you need a manual When life's got you stuck or your vehicle just won't go, National Transmission has you covered. Whether you need a manufactured or brand new transmission, our expert team will get you shifting gears and back on the road in no time. Foreign or domestic, cars, trucks, or SUVs, if you've got a transmission, we've got the solution. Don't let a breakdown break your day. Drive with confidence. Drive with National Transmission. Call now or visit nationaltransmission.com. National Transmission. We get you moving.
.421 left. Your Indians up 7-0. Kickoff team out. Ethan Bridges pooching it up right about the 35-yard line, and a fair cast called by the Rummel Raiders right around the 36-yard line.
And if I can interject just a little bit, it was my mistake that y'all's mics were not on, folks. They had a great call of that play, and if you could have heard it, I know, yeah, if you could have heard it. So you had to do it like, except you were on color TV, kind of like the old black and whites TV with the mimes and Charlie Chapman kind of thing. Yeah, that's basically what it was for the folks at home. My apologies.
No, you're good, Chuck. And look, that's number 26, Finn Gorman. He's a sophomore backup tight end who they kicked it to on there. I expect them to target those guys towards the front a lot on kickoff.
There you go. It's going to be the Wildcat option right there. He's going to keep it, and we're going to be able to get a hand down on him. That's number 6, Jaden Terrence, trying to make it around to the near side. He's not going to get it very far. That's going to bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and if you missed it earlier, we talked about Jaden Terrence. Coach Crispin thinks he's one of the fastest guys in the state. We'll see what Rummel goes here to kickstart the offense, but they will snap it to either number 5, Corian Hawkins, or number 6, Jaden Terrence, along with quarterback Nathaniel Singleton.
Yeah, Singleton down here on the near side. We're going to continue this trend of this Wildcat offense for the Rummel Raiders. Keeper there. That's number 5. He's finding some opening room. Corian Hawkins making it all the way to the 45-yard line in Tioga territory. That's going to be a first down.
That's a good job by Jack Tarver to recover there. Got beat initially, but then runs him down to limit the gain there. It'll be a first down for Rummel, and again, like we talked about, this is going to be the key. Can you limit their rushing attack? Right here, Rummel early in the game already having to go Wildcat, mix it up to try to get their run game sparked.
Yeah, we got to make sure here that the Tioga defense is able to make that adjustment and adapt as they continue to try to push. Holding on to that ball and hits a powwow of Indians right there around the 43-yard line.
Yeah, I don't even want to call a number there. I know number 15, A.J. Adams, was in there, but it looked like so was the rest of the middle of the Tioga defense.
Absolutely. As you can see right there, nothing but black jerseys right on top of the white.
It'll be second down, 7 yards to go. Second down is really where we're going to want to live. Can you limit them here, force a 3rd and medium, a 3rd and long?
Singleton back at quarterback again. Keeping it, looking for the quick slant route right there. That's going to be a tackle. Number 4, Kentrell Bates.
Yeah, that's a good job by Kentrell Bates to recover. That's a product of us walking the safeties down there, respecting the Rummel rushing attack. Great play call there by offensive coordinator. That is Joe Chango, the offensive coordinator for the Rummel Raiders. Great play call to go slant there whenever Kentrell Bates is playing off like that.
First down on the 22-yard line. Gonna hand it off on a draw play. Could be knocked down around the 18-yard line, 19.
And you can see Jaden Terrence, number 6, kind of waiting, seeing if he can find the hole, and that's going to be the key for the Tioga defense. Can they plug those holes? Because he will be patient all day and hit a hole explosively.
Second down at about 7 coming up for the Raiders here. 2 wide to the near side. Handoff again to the near side, being able to get around, and he's going to be tackled.
Flag comes in from the end zone. Rummel wanted a horse collar. We'll see what the call is here. They definitely had his jersey. Don't know if the horse collar was grabbed. The ref from the end zone definitely thought so, it seems.
Absolutely, and the referee right there seemed like it was a clean call. Let's watch that one more time, just kind of get our own eyes on that. Bouncing it out to the outside. Looks like a lot of jersey to me, but maybe he saw something different than I did. Let's see what the white hat has to say.
Yep, horse collar there.
Horse collar right there. That's going to be a tough break for the Tioga defense.
Yeah, Tioga fans are not happy about that one. Ball was going to be spotted about the 18-yard line. It'll be half the distance to the goal. Should be. We'll see where they mark it.
Such a close call either way.
Yep,
I mean,
that's right.
You know, from what we look like, it looked like jersey, but from down there on the field, I'm sure he probably had his fingers inside of it.
That's right.
Absolutely. So that's going to put them at 1st and goal, about the 8.5-yard line. Stacking the box there. Quick toss to the far side.
That's a touchdown. That's Jaden Terrence there. Tioga loaded the box. Rummel elected for the pitch to get outside the tackle. Kick out blocked by the tight end, and that is a touchdown for the Rummel Raiders.
And that's just a heartbreaking play right there for us. We had them all the way back to the 18-yard line, and then we gave them a couple extra yards just to be able to punch it in there.
Robert Vargas is going to come on here for the extra point, the senior kicker.
Here's a snap. And that kick is good. Tied up again with 56 seconds left in the first quarter.
We're tied up, 7-7.
Let's go ahead and move to commercial. Remember, you're watching TSPN.
When life's got you stuck, or your vehicle just won't go, National Transmission has you covered. Whether you need a manufactured or brand new transmission, our expert team will get you shifting gears and back on the road in no time. Foreign or domestic, cars, trucks, or SUVs, if you've got a transmission, we've got the solution. Don't let a breakdown break your day. Drive with confidence. Drive with National Transmission.
And we're back here as the Rummel Raiders are here to kick off 7-7. 56 seconds left in the first quarter. Trying to find some running room right there. He's going to be brought down around the 19-yard line. That's Jack Tarver.
Kickoff is returned.
Rummel already. We talked about how Nick Monica has a special teams background. Rummel doing a great job so far. Kickoff coverage. It does seem like there's a flag on the field. We'll see what the call is.
Yeah, conversing about it right there around the 35-yard line.
Rummel's pointing at the Indians' way. We'll see what the call is, though.
Waving it off.
Waving it off.
There is no flag.
All right. So that's going to bring your Indians offense out again. Let's see if they can have a response to that quick outing by the Rummel Raiders offense.
Yeah, here we go. So first drive, Indians are able to run the ball. Turnover killed us. Second drive, 3 and out. Get the ball back, though, on the roughing the punter penalty. Deep touchdown to Kervin Johnson takes the top off. We'll see if Rummel elects to shade a safety over to Kervin's side. He's on the far side of the field, or if they're going to play him straight up. If they are, offensive coordinator John Landry is going to like that matchup.
Motion there by Angelo Shelton. Going to elect to keep it. He's going to push off. Trying to get a couple extra yards there. Slung out around the 22-yard line.
Yeah, that's already about the 4th carry by Case today. He's only averaging about 4 carries a game. So already in the first quarter, he's met his season average. Definitely something that Coach Landry saw game plan-wise to let Case keep it, run the ball.
2nd and 8 here for the Indians. Rolling out to the far side, trying to make something happen. He's going to throw that away. A lot of pressure there by the Rummel Raiders.
Yeah, looks like we might have had number 5, our tight end. That's Tarver Landry, open across the field for just a little bit, but that Rummel linebacker did a great job of staying with him. That is the nose tackle for Rummel.
That's Philip Lees right there, making all that pressure in the backfield.
Yeah, that's a really good job of getting pressure in the backfield. If not, Case would have had all day to throw. Might have been a different story right there.
3rd and long here for the Indians. Relaying the signals in for the play.
The last couple weeks, this is where we've been working Christian Isles into the game plan underneath. He's right wing lined up right behind right tackle Narada Roy on the right side of the formation. We'll see if they target him underneath here.
Motion to the near side. He's looking for him deep. Right there, it's going to be just short. He's going to call that a catch.
Be just short of the line to gain there.
Just short.
It looks like a long yard short. It's just a yard, but it's a long yard. We will see what Tioga elects to do, but that's going to be the end of the quarter, though, so they'll have time to think about it here. Your score at the end of 1, Rummel 7, Tioga 7. You're watching TSPN.
At Woodman Life, we believe in standing strong for our communities because together we can build a brighter future. From supporting local schools with resources and scholarships to sponsoring programs that give children the tools they need to succeed, Woodman Life is proud to invest in the next generation. Our members live, work, and serve right here in your hometown, volunteering and making a difference where it matters most. When you see Woodman Life, you see neighbors helping neighbors and a promise to keep giving back. Woodman Life, standing strong for community, standing strong for you.
And we are back here, second quarter, 7-7, locked up. Rummel Raiders and your Tioga Indians. Tioga is ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, Cade, while we were at break, it looks like they actually gave Kervin Johnson a first down there. Don't know what happened after they discussed at the quarter, but that is a first down for the Indians.
All right, we're ready to go. We've got a stack. Handoff over there to Ponche. He's going to continue to keep pushing.
Yeah, that's a face mask there.
That's going to be a face mask right there.
Yeah, we can see it a lot easier coming into the near side of the field here and us in the broadcast booth, and that is a pretty obvious face mask there by the Raider defense.
That's right. That's going to be a tough 15 yards for the Raiders to give up, but that's going to push the Indians forward, giving them another first down to be able to utilize.
Yeah, ball's going to go all the way back to the 45. 45-yard line's been good to us. That's where Case threw a touchdown to Kervin from on that 3rd drive of the game. Got us our only touchdown so far.
Clock rolling here, 11:52.
Looks like on the near side of the field we have Kervin. For sure, 101 on the defender. We'll see if they shade somebody over there.
And that's going to be bunched up right there by number 2 and number 7 for Rummel.
That's number 7, Jacoby Dunn on that defensive line for the Rummel Raiders. He's a senior. And number 2, from the safety spot, Kerryon Jackson coming up to help out in the run game.
A lot of comments on our YouTube channel. Appreciate those comments, and thank you for sticking with us and being patient with us as we work through some technical difficulties.
Motion over there. Shovel pass over to Kervin Johnson. He does not look happy about that.
Yeah, Rummel was all over that. That's going to be a loss of 4. Get them to 3rd and long. This is not where the Indians offense wants to be, but again, one of our keys to the game. If they're going to one-on-one us on the outside, take advantage of that. If you want to get a first down, you might have to take a shot here.
That's right. 3rd and 17 coming up for the Indians here. We're going to see what the matchups look like on the outsides. Most likely a pass opportunity for Case Malone here.
Looks like on the far side of the field, we have Angelo Shelton with a corner playing off. On the near side of the field, we have press coverage on Curvin and a safety over the top there.
Quick pass there to Shelton. And it looks like you didn't even see it coming right there.
Yeah, that's a miscommunication right there, Cade.
That's right, that's right. That's going to bring up 4th down for the Indians. And Ethan Bridges coming out with his punt team.
Be Ethan's second punt of the game, but of course, on his first punt, he was a bulldoze, got to roughen the punter on that.
That's right. We're hoping that doesn't happen. We don't want him to get hurt, but if it seems like it's going to work in our favor,
we're going
we
to
might
take 15 yards every time. That's
absolutely, absolutely.
Kind of like those bulldozers been over here working on our new field house.
That's right, Chuck.
Oh, yeah, we're real excited about that, being able to come up after next football season. That's going to be a great addition for the Tioga football program.
Don't know who Rummel has deep. It looks like it might be number 6 back there. That is Jaden Terrence.
And that play is going to be whistled off.
Sorry, I believe that's actually number 16, the quarterback, Nathaniel Singleton, who's the deep man for Rummel there. That is number 16.
They're going to push us forward just a little bit there.
Oh, no flag. Wave it off. Wave it off. So here we go with Bridges again.
Good snap from Landry there. It's going to be tipped.
Another flag. How about that?
Another flag. And it looks like he got pretty beat up right there. Bridges is slow to get up.
Yeah, that was number 12 there. It looked like, correct me if I'm wrong, Kay, but that looked like number 12. That's Chris Parker, the senior safety. Another Rummel senior defender with just a mental lapse of hitting the punter. Looks like Chris Parker is trying to tell his coaches there that it's a little embellished, and that might be the case, but regardless, you just got to stay away from him.
Yeah, you cannot touch that punter in any way, shape, or form. Even in some cases, you can't even look at him the wrong way.
That's right. We'll see what the official call here is.
That's going to be roughing the punter right there. Still going to be 4th down.
Or running into the...
Running into should be just a 5-yard penalty.
Yeah.
Still be 4th and long. We'll see where they put it. Yeah, it's still going to be 4th down, 10 yards to go.
Rummel did get in there in the squirm, was able to get a hand on it, was able to almost block that punt. Thankfully, he was able to get it off, but he'll get a 3rd chance here now to be able to get this punt away.
Do you get 2 mulligans in golf?
Gets 3.
Oh, on the same shot?
Probably not.
Here goes Bridges.
Gets that one off nice and clean. That's going to be there right on the hash, and he's going to take it. Trying to make something happen. He's going to get tripped up, and he's going to be taken down right around the 16-yard line.
Yeah, that was our safety number 2 there. That's David Garrett. He is there immediately. Looked like number 4, Kentrell Bates, and his senior brother, number 7, Contavious Bates, all in there on the tackle there.
Yeah, great punt by Bridges right there, and Raiders punt returner decided to try to get it, and Garrett was right there to be able to take him down with the help of Kentrell Bates. Great job of the Indians.
So far, this is exactly where Tioga wants to be, a 7-7 game in the second quarter. On the Rummel side, though, they are going to want a long, sustained drive right here and keep the Tioga defense on the field. This is where they make their bread and butter. We'll see if Tioga can step up in the box here, force them in long down and distance, get them to punt the ball.
That's right. We can't get tired here. 10:18 left on the clock, 7-7. Singleton under center. Play action there, right over and all the way to the 20 right there. And that's going to be a touchdown for Rummel Raiders.
Yeah, that's number 8. That's number 8, Mark Shesby Jr. there on the long pass, 80 yards. And I tell you, Kentrell Bates, he was there. The pass was a little bit underthrown. He did not lead him. Kentrell jumped, just mistimed his jump. Looked like it might be an interception initially, could not get his hands on the football, and that's a touchdown for the Raiders.
Yeah, the defense really bit on that play action there, and Singleton was able to round about on the far side and get that toss away.
It'll be Vargas on here to attempt the extra point for the Raiders.
The snap, the kick, and it is good. That will put up Rummel Raiders 14, Tioga Indians 7. As we head to commercial here on TSPN.
At Woodman Life, we believe in standing strong for our communities because together we can build a brighter future. From supporting local schools with resources and scholarships to sponsoring programs that give children the tools they need to succeed, Woodman Life is proud to invest in the next generation. Our members live, work, and serve right here in your hometown, volunteering and making a difference where it matters most. When you see Woodman Life, you see neighbors helping neighbors and a promise to keep giving back. Woodman Life, standing strong for community, standing strong for you.
And we're back here, 7-14, Rummel Raiders up here at the reservation as we are kicking off to the Indians.
Back deep, we got number 8, that's Jack Tarver, and number 2, that's David Garrett.
10:05 left to play in the second quarter as this one is kicked far left.
It's out of bounds.
And that's going to go out of bounds, throwing a flag there by the line judge.
Yeah, it'll be good field position here for the Indians. If you go back on that touchdown by the Raiders, that is a really great play fake by number 16, Nathaniel Singleton. Get the defense to bite. That is a result of the Indians respecting the Raiders' rushing attack, having to load the box. Contrell Bates bites on the fake. He's one-on-one. He gets beat over the top.
That's right. We're going to be here on the hash on the 35-yard line in Tioga territory. Let's see if we can have a response here. Kind of a slow go for the offense there on the last drive.
Looks like Curvin is one-on-one here to the near side. Only one deep safety.
Case going to keep it there, try to find something, and he is going to be trounced right there around the 35-yard line. No gain for the Indians.
Yeah, about the first 5 times Case found success on that quarterback run off tackle. That time, Raiders obviously have made an adjustment there. It'll be 2nd and 10 here for the Tioga Indians. We'll see if we can ever we're able to get ahead of the sticks right here.
Takes that snap, looking for the screen over there on the far side. We're going to be able to get a couple of yards there, about 7.
Yeah, that's Angelo Shelton there on the reception. That's great blocking out there by the tight end, number 5, Tarver Landry, does a good job of getting ahead of him. And Mario Jacobs, the left tackle, number 74, with the kick-out block. We'll bring up 3rd down and about 4 yards to go here for that Indians offense. This is a big one right here, y'all.
Let's see if the Indians can make a response here to that touchdown by the Rummel Raiders.
Indians are converting over 50% of their 3rd downs this season. Here we go.
Looking there in the middle, finding Curvin Johnson, being able to push forward and fall into the 1st down.
That's a great job of Curvin. Rummel is playing a zone defense there. Curvin just finds that soft spot in the zone. Stop. Wait for Case to find him. Turn upfield and pick up the 1st down. Great job.
Curvin Johnson was right there on the hash, waiting on it. You can see those bright yellow gloves all the way from up here in the press box.
Under 8:50 left on the clock there.
Looking for the comeback. Close to being intercepted right there by the Raiders.
Yeah, a little underthrown by Case. Looked like the timing was not there. Angelo did a little comeback route, timing a little off, pass a little low there. Good job by Rummel to recover. Bring 2nd down, 10 yards to go for the Indians.
And that's Tyrus Franklin over there for the Raiders, having the pass break up.
Looks like Coach Landry is able to go to the air this drive, with Rummel containing the first 2 to 3 rush attempts this drive by the Indians. We'll see what we elect to go with here.
Keeping the ball, quarterback keeper, going to continue to push forward, trying his best.
That'll be just a 2-yard gain there by Case Malone. Again, that is about his 7th carry of the game. He only averages 4 a game, so this is something that was game planned for, obviously. It'll be 3rd down, 8 yards to go. We'll see what we're able to do here.
Yeah, 8:16 left on the clock as we take the snap here. Looking for the receiver. That's going to be too far. And they're going to call it out of bounds as he was bobbling it on the way out. That's number 29 for Rummel.
Yeah, that's another miscommunication there by Kervin and Case. Kervin ran a comeback route. It looks like Case was trying to throw up a little fade. 4th down, 8 yards to go. The Indians are going to keep their offense on the field here. The Indians have only gone for 18 4th downs this season. They are 12 for 18 on the season for 66 yards.
Big play here coming up for the Indians.
We're doubling Kervin down here. We're playing press coverage with a safety over the top.
Trying to pull them off sides here.
Got a timeout maybe? Timeout, Rummel.
Yeah, Coach Monica did not like something that he saw out there with his defense, decided to take the timeout to discuss things.
Yeah, we'll take a timeout with them. You're watching TSPN.
At Woodman Life, we believe in standing strong for our communities because together we can build a brighter future. From supporting local schools with resources and scholarships to sponsoring programs that give children the tools they need to succeed, Woodman Life is proud to invest in the next generation. Our members live, work, and serve right here in your hometown, volunteering and making a difference where it matters most. When you see Woodman Life, you see neighbors helping neighbors and a promise to keep giving back. Woodman Life, standing strong for community, standing strong for you.
And we're back here with 8:01 on the clock in the second quarter as we have a 4th and long situation here for the Tioga Indians.
They're going to go for it here. Kervin is right here. The Rummel Raiders are having trouble out of the timeout, getting lined back up. Oh, and Case is going to pooch punt.
Kick. And a great roll there. Bringing it down to just about the 10-yard line. That's going to push the Raiders and pitch them back in their own territory for the next drive.
I'm going to be honest, Cade, that fooled even me. I don't think the Case has had a single pooch punt all season. And a lot of times whenever you pooch punt, you'll see the kicker or the quarterback take a step or two back before he gets the snap. That time, Case just got it from shotgun formation, punted the ball. That is a really great punt and a really great decision by Coach Dan Chrisman and special teams coach there. That's Coach Prestridge.
I'm not so sure the bottom of his shoe, the cleats didn't brush the center rear end in the front.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Absolutely, yeah. I got a little bit nervous there. That line kind of got pushed back into him. It was a little bit of a scary play there. 1st down and 10 for the Raiders here on the 11-yard line. Handoff there to the middle. He's got plenty of space. Trying to take him down. That's Jack Tarver there, bringing it all the way to the 39-yard line.
I tell you, Corian Hawkins, number 5, he is a load to bring down. Jack Tarver just hung on for about 5 yards there to get him down. Key to the game, like we've been talking about, can the Rummel offense establish the run? Right here they are. Coach Chrisman obviously trusting his defense down a touchdown here before the half, punting the ball there. Let's see if they can respond.
Tight end trips to the far side. Singleton takes the snap, decides to throw it out wide. Trying to have some running space there. He finds it, and he's going to have the 1st down and some.
Just like we talked about last drive, Cade, the Tioga safeties, they are staying a little bit closer to the line of scrimmage, respecting that run game. They just throw it out in space, and that's number 23, Trayshawn Fisher, that was there but just got his hands on him, could not bring the tackle down. Control Bates cleans it up there on the outside.
Kind of just replacing where the run is coming from is all that pass was.
That's right.
Absolutely. Trying to keep those Indian defensive players on their toes here. Singleton looking for the snap here. And handing it off. Getting pulled there by an offensive lineman to get that extra inch there. That's going to bring up 2nd down and about 5 for the Raiders.
Yeah, look, and the Raiders are okay getting 3 to 5 yards a carry. That is what they want to do on offense. They want to grind this Tioga defense. This is a very important drive here for this Tioga defense. Let's see if they can respond, get a stop here.
Hawkins doesn't need much of a lane to be able to make something happen. He seems like an impact player tonight, making a lot of plays for the Raiders offense.
Looks like they got their speed guy, number 6, Jaden Terrence, in the game here now.
Switching sides in the backfield. Handing off with the draw play, waiting for it to develop, and he's going to get that Raiders first down.
Look, we saw that in the first quarter whenever Rummel was going the other direction, going in to score a touchdown there. Jaden Terrence is so good at waiting, finding a crease and hitting it with that elite speed.
Kind of up on 6 minutes here in the second quarter, halfway through, almost to halftime. Raiders up 14, Indians 7.
They're going to keep Terrence in the game here, Jaden Terrence. One-on-ones on the outside for that Tioga defense.
Under center. Counter to the right side right there. He's been able to find and spin away from the tackle. And he is going to find the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders.
Man, that is just great individual effort by Jaden Terrence. That is all that is. About 3 defenders had him. He's able to spin out, shake them off, get down the sideline, and score a touchdown.
Looked like the Indians had him right there around the 16-yard line. He was able to spin away and get those tacklers off of him and then run all the way on the far side into the end zone for the Raiders.
Tell you, and for Rummel, that is a 90-yard touchdown drive in about 2.5 minutes of game clock there. Vargas back in to attempt the extra point for the Raiders.
Kick is up. And it is good, which brings the Red Raiders up 21 over your Indians 7. With 5:28 left to play in this half. Let's go ahead and take a commercial break here at TSPN.
Got it.
At Alexandria Solutions, we believe every strong community starts with healthy minds and healthy families. That's why we're proud to stand alongside Tioga High School as a corporate sponsor. We're here to support the Tioga Indians from the classroom to the playing field, because when students succeed, our whole community thrives. At Alexandria Solutions, we provide compassionate care for mental health and addiction. No referral is needed to make an appointment, and we accept most insurance.
And we are back here as Vargas gets ready for the kickoff. 5:28 left on the clock. Raiders 21, Indians 7.
It's got Jack Tarver and David Garrett again back deep to receive the ball.
Kick making it all the way to the 2-yard line. Garrett is going to make the catch. Finding some running room. Able to get it all the way back up to the 32-yard line.
Yeah, that's a great job by David Garrett there, finding a crease, making a man miss, and getting another 10 yards after that. That is the best kickoff return for the night for the Indians, and they will have a pretty good field position here. Ball will be spotted just across the 30-yard line at about the 31.
Yeah, we need to see a response here by the Tioga Indians offense. A little bit of confidence here as they continue to try their best to be able to move past the tee at midfield and continue all the way to the end zone.
Yeah, down 21-7. This is the time that you really, really want to respond here. You do not want to fall down by 3 touchdowns. Let's see what the Indians can do.
Quick score here really builds something for them. Whistle
Got a
dead.
flag on the play there. Looks like false start's going to be the call there, Cade.
Seems like it. You're right.
False start against the Indians.
It's going to push them back 5 yards. 1st and 15 for the Indians.
I tell you, but the play call, Case Malone. Coach Landry's willing to let him run the football. He was about to keep it right there again. That would have been his 8th run of the game already here in the first half.
Malone getting the play call right there to bring to his offense. 10 seconds on the play clock here. Hand off to Ponche. Bouncing around, trying to get a couple yards there.
I tell you, after those first 2 drives, Rummel has really locked in defensively on the Tioga run game. Kenny Ponche just has not been able to get a crease to cut it upfield. Limited there to about a 1-yard gain there. Bring up 2nd down, about 14 yards to go for the Indians.
Motion there by Christian Isle. Shovel pass to him, trying to find something over on the far side. He's able to stay on his feet and get a couple of yards there.
Yeah, again, that is a great, just like Jaden Terrence on the other side for the Raiders, that is a great job by number 19, Christian Isles for the Indians. Just individual effort of staying on your feet, getting a couple extra yards, making it third. It's still third and long, but it's way more third and manageable than 3rd and 14 would have been.
4:21 left on the clock here.
We got Curvin down here on the near side. They are going to press man coverage him again. Number 1, Mitchell Harris over top of him.
Looking for the comeback right there. Going to be just outside of the reach. Angelo Shelton there.
Yeah, Angelo with another comeback route there. Case hoping he can beat his guy. Just threw it a little wide for him. It'll bring up 4th down for the Indians. This is where they did not want to be. It's going to be time for that Indians defense to step up and keep them in this ball game here. Again, the Rummel Raiders have 2 guys deep. That's number 16, Nathaniel Singleton. Try to get a number on the other side. It's either number 8, Mark Shesby Jr., or number 3, Kirby Cade.
Snap off. Punter safe. Both of them getting the ball. That's going to be Indians football on the 36-yard line. Both of the punt returners for the Red Raiders decided to go for it. No communication there. And that's going to be a 1st down for the Tioga Indians.
Wow. What a punt by Bridges to put it right between the both of them. That is Kirby Cade and Nathaniel Singleton both went for the ball. You do not see many teams put 2 guys deep on a punt return, but right there, that's what they did. And you could see Bridges put the ball on this replay here, puts the ball right between the both of them, and Tucker Landry, the center, number 55, the Louisiana Christian University commit, able to fall on the ball. That is the break that the Indians needed right there. And that is 3 times that the Rummel Raiders have had something go wrong on punt returns.
And that's exactly what the long snapper is supposed to do right there. He's supposed to snap that ball and get downfield to be able to defend. Tucker Landry does a great job of that. 3:57 left on the clock. We are stopped here again.
Flags on the play.
Waving it once again.
Waving it off. Wow. It looked like a false start, but I don't know if the ref had actually marked it for play yet.
Not quite sure, but a lot of those yellow tissues looking like a World War II farewell tonight.
Yes.
Be 1st down and 10, and this is where the Indians offense cannot waste these opportunities where they're gifted the ball back. Kenny Ponche's out of the game. We got number 8, Jackson Tarver, in the backfield with Case.
Looking deep again. He's got it up in the air. Let's see if he can find it. He holds on to it. That's a touchdown. Number 1. Curvin Johnson Jr. And what a response by the Indians offense.
I tell you, that is, again, just a great individual effort by Curvin Johnson. Case just trusts his guy. Says, I know that there's 3 of y'all down there, but I'm going to trust my guy. And he just rips it away from the defender right there. There is a flag down after the play. We'll see what that is, or if they wave that off. Oh, they waved it off again.
My goodness gracious.
Wow.
Oh, my. We got Cade standing up here, folks. You never know.
That is the 2nd long touchdown pass to Curvin Johnson. And I tell you again, like we said, that is just Case Malone trusting his guy that my guy's better than your 3 guys there.
Right there with Bridges. Kickoff. And it's pretty. That's going to bring our score with 3:38 left. Rummel with 21. Tioga with 14. 3 men around him. Curvin Johnson Jr. able to make the catch and keep the Indians' hopes alive in the 2nd round playoffs.
See if we can watch that one more time here.
Yeah, let's see it one more time.
And a great job there by the offensive line, giving Case plenty of time to be able to get that ball off. He chucks it up there, plenty of faith in number 1, and makes it happen.
I tell you, Curvin is an LSU committed to the Tigers after that Texas A&M game. It ended up being disastrous for the Tigers, but a great game for Curvin. Is able to get his committable offer, commits on the spot, makes it public the next day. Curvin's only the 2nd Tioga Indian ever to commit to LSU, along with, of course, Chris Williams, 1977 graduate of Tioga High School, has his jersey retired here at Tioga. And again, we talked about one-on-ones on the outside. If Curvin's one-on-one, throw the ball to him. He was one-on-one on that first touchdown. On that one, he was not. It's 1 versus 2. Case is, again, trusting his guy, throwing it up that he's going to make a play.
And Curvin is fired up there on the sideline, ready to rock and roll. He wants to play. He wants to be a game player tonight and make those big opportunities for the Indians here. Bridges setting up for the pooch kick there. Looking for another fair catch there at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like that's going to be their approach on kickoffs. Kick it to an up man, make him fair catch, force him to catch the ball, not fumble it like the Raiders just did on that punt return.
And to get Indians end up with the Raiders in decent field position back at the 30, you know. So it really is a smart play there.
So to Tioga on offense, we talked about they had to capitalize on that possession. They did. Here we go. It's 21-14. Can the defense do the exact same thing, capitalize here, get a stop, and give the opportunity for the Tigers, the Indians, to get another touchdown before halftime, maybe tie this thing up?
3:37 till half, too.
Play action there. Looking to the middle. Going to be caught. Still on his feet. Being pushed forward. He's still going all the way past midfield. That's going to be a Rummel first down.
Yeah, that's number 8, Mark Shesby Jr. We've talked about the last 2 possessions by the Indians and the Raiders of just great individual plays. Shesby initially is going to be marked short of the first down, but keeps fighting, dragging those defenders. That's a first down for the Raiders.
That's right, and a good second effort there by the O-line to be able to give that man another opportunity for a couple extra yards. Handing it off right there. He's shifty, finding room, finding 3 Indians there still. That's going to be another Rummel Raiders first down.
Yeah, Corian Hawkins, man, staying on his feet, finding a crease, just like Jaden Terrence is so good at doing. Both of these Rummel backs are so good at finding a crease and hitting a hole. Hawkins might not be the speed guy, but he's shifty and elusive, and he is a tough load to bring down. You saw that there.
And it looks like the Indians are going to take a timeout there, and we'll do the same with 2:59 left. Indians 14, Raiders 21.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by your local convenience stores, where friendly faces, cold drinks, hot snacks, and everything you need are just around the corner. For a quick stop before the big game, your hometown convenience stores are always ready, always here for you. Swing by today, and remember, support local, shop local. Highway 2080 Chevron, King Stop, Fuel Plus, Ball Chevron, and Cougar Stop.
And we're back here with 2:57 before the half. Raiders 21, Indians 14. As the Raiders continue to push forward into Indian territory here, right about the 29-yard line. 1st and 10.
Yeah, a lot of times you'll see a timeout in that situation to stop the clock, but that's not what that's about. That is Coach Crispin seeing his defense getting gashed, wanting to make some adjustments.
Play action there to the screen, and that's going to be an incomplete pass. Just couldn't hold on to that one.
Yeah, the rare time where the Raiders drop back to pass on first down. The intended receiver there for the Raiders is number 83. That's senior Micah Green. Just dropped the ball, man. Just dropped the ball.
That's right. And even with that play action to Corian Hawkins, you have to be able to respect that game and still play to him. He's been a key player in that backfield for the Raiders tonight.
That's right. And you can see the Indians linebackers walked up just a little bit, respecting that Raiders run game.
Press here on the near side by the cornerbacks. He's looking like a scramble, and he's going to be taken out. And that's A.J. Adams putting the pressure.
You can see Singleton looking, steps up in the pocket, and A.J.'s just there to finish him up.
Stayed home with it. You're right.
Slant route there on the far side. Actually looked like it was pretty open right around the hash. Looked like he made eye contact with number 15 and was more worried about that opportunity.
After the play, it looked like Big 77 Raymond Hughes and number 3, Sajavion Champion, got tied up all the way down at the 10-yard line. No flags on the play, but that's going to bring up 3rd and long, which is exactly where the Tioga defense wants to have the Raiders, and they'll go ahead and call timeout. This one is strategic for time purposes. The Indians would love to get a stop here, get the ball back, have an opportunity to score, tie the game before halftime. This is in the kicker's range for Rummel, at least pretty close to it. This would be about a 47-yard field goal from here. This is something that I think that they might attempt. We'll see.
That's right. And it looks like we've got 3rd and 11 coming up. It's just going to be key, as we said at the beginning of this drive, that we make this stop on defense to be able to give our offense an opportunity to rest and to be able to come back out right before the half and try to make a defining drive right before we walk in.
With 2:08 left in the half, too bad we don't have a 2-minute warning that he can get an extra timeout coming up for the clock. But if the Indians do hold it, I'd be curious to see if they'll bring out their kicker to try a 40-plus yard kick here.
Right. That's right. We still got one more timeout there on the Indian side. They're going to have to be very careful with that.
Looks like we're taking Chase Thomas out. We're putting number 69. That's Terry Fogelman in. We're putting more of our pass rush specialist in the game. We'll see if the Indians can get there.
Really putting a lot in the box there.
It is loud here at the reservation.
Holding on to it in the Wildcat. He's going to be taken down right there around the 25-yard line with 2 minutes left before the half.
Yeah, that's going to bring out 4th down, 6 yards to go. We'll see what Rummel elects to do, if they're going to bring the kicker out or if they're going to go for it here on 4th and 6. It looks like they're going to keep their offense on the field. Singleton is staying on the field here.
That's right. And Raiders have 2 timeouts to spare here, even with the few minutes ticking off the clock.
They're not going to call them just in case they don't get it here. They're not going to want to leave the Indians any time. It is loud here at the reservation, like we said.
Here we go. 4th down here. Looking for anybody. Finding some running room, able to get around, and that's going to be enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, that is a great job of that Tioga pass defense and the Tioga rush, but that is Singleton's ability to be elusive in the pocket, make one cut up field. That's exactly why Coach Monica said they put him in the game on Halloween night, week 9, against Holy Cross, because of the spark that he provided to the offense, and you see it right there while he's in the game at quarterback.
That's right. Tarver Landry, number 5 for the Indians. Head pops off right there. He's going to have to take a play off. Let's see if that affects the Indians at any point right here. Looking for the pass right there in the middle. Wide open, misses him.
We got a flag on the play.
Flag there,
right around the 19-yard line. Looks like we might have had a hold down here on Hughes on Champion, Sajavion Champion.
Missed opportunity there by Singleton. Had somebody right in the middle of the end zone and overthrows.
So he's calling a holding. He's talking to the coach there. It looks like he's calling holding, but we'll get the official call here now.
Yeah, that's a hold.
That's right, holding right there on the offense. That's going to push him back 10 yards.
Yeah, Sajavion Champion did a really good job of beating Raymond Hughes off the edge, and Hughes just took him down there to save his quarterback.
That's going to bring the Raiders to 1st and 20, pushing them all the way back to the 26-yard line with 1:04 left in the 2nd quarter. Twins to the far side. Single receiver here on the near. Singleton takes a snap. Looks to the far side. That's going to be short. Incomplete pass right around the 19-yard line. That brings up 2nd and 20.
Yeah, number 83, Micah Green, ran a good route there, a little comeback route with Control Bates playing off. Singleton just short-armed it there. Didn't have enough on that. I'll bring up 2nd down. And a long way to go here for the Rummel Raiders. This is where Tioga wants them to be, especially with only 59 seconds remaining here in the 1st half.
Trying to figure out the play call here on offense. Defense is ready.
And this is the loudest I've heard it in Tioga Stadium in years here at Toomey Ingram Field.
Looks like we've got a stoppage here. Looks like the Indians are going to take their final timeout of the half with 59 seconds left. Rummel Raiders up 21, Indians 14. We'll go ahead and take a break along with them.
You're watching TSPN.
Looking for expert glass repair, tinting, or top-notch service? Look no further than Fast Glass. Your local favorite for years, now proud to be part of the National Automotive Group family. Same trusted team, Same unbeatable service, now backed by the power and support of National Automotive. Whether it's a chip, a crack, or a complete tint job, Fast Glass gets it done right and gets it done fast. Stop by today or call us at 318-FAST-GLASS.
All right, and we're back here. 59 seconds left with 22 on the play clock. Play action there to the far side. Incomplete pass again. That is 3 right there from the Rummel receivers. Bringing up a third and very long
Yeah, that
chance.
looks like number 6, Jaden Terrence, their speed guy, trying to get him out in space with some room to work, see if he can use that speed. Me and Kate were talking at the break. Looked like it might have been a place that Rummel just keeps it on the ground, try to run out this clock, not give Tioga another opportunity, try to kick a field goal here at the end of the half to go up by 2 scores for the Raiders. They elect to pass it here, incomplete. It's going to be third and very long here for the Rummel Raiders.
Let's see if Hawkins can find a seam here. We've got trips on the far side. Singleton trying to get receivers on the same page.
And it is loud again, y'all.
Looking in the middle, stepping up, looking deep. And that is an incomplete pass, bringing up 4th down and long. 48 seconds left.
Yeah, that's 8 Mark Shesby Jr. He had that touchdown earlier. A little too far out of his reach. He got a hand on it. Don't know if his feet would have been in bounds. It would have been very close, unable to bring it in. Regardless, that is going to bring up 4th down, and it'll bring the senior kicker, that's Robert Vargas, on to attempt the kick. It'll be about a 43-yard kick from here.
And Singleton did a great job as the pocket collapsed in on him. He took the step forward, was able to get the ball off. It was just a little too high and sailed out the back of the end zone. The kick is off. And
it's good.
Is good, but we've got a flag in the backfield.
Yeah, I don't know how the Indians did not block that kick. You had several Indians that got through the line. Looks like Kenny Ponche might have made contact with Robert Vargas there.
Yeah, and he did his best to be able to keep him up to make sure that he didn't go to the ground. Just didn't have any success with that. Let's see what the decision will be by the Raiders.
Personal foul, so that'll be a first down.
It'll be a first down for the Raiders, that's right. Man.
Heartbreaking mistake there.
No, you
by the Indians.
you cannot make those mistakes in a game like this versus a team like this.
It's going to be a first down there on the 13-yard line.
Yeah, and that's not half the distance. That is, okay, that is half the distance. So they'll put the ball at the 13-yard line, maybe the 13.5-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Rummel. The Rummel offense has a second chance. We'll see if the Indians are able to hold again.
Coming out 1st and 10 here on the 13-yard line.
Wildcat here.
Holding on to it, going to the far side. He's going to continue to push forward, put that head down.
Number 21, Kenny Ponche, wanted holding in the backfield, but I don't know that he had enough of his jersey there to get the call. Jaden Terrence, again, doing a great job of getting to the edge, moving up the field.
And that's going to bring up 2nd and 2 here with 31 seconds. Seems like he was able to get out of bounds there on the far side.
Yes.
Yeah, clock will stop here, 31 seconds. It'll be 2nd down, about 5 yards out of the end zone for the Rummel Raiders.
Second in the box there again.
Terrence with the keep there.
Moving to cut inside. Great spin move there and is able to fall into the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders.
It's a great job by Terrence just to stay on his feet, keep moving. He's a speed guy, but man, he does such a good job of keeping those legs turning.
Yeah, great job there to be able to continue with the spin move and just push himself into the end zone. Tough break for the Tioga Indians defense that haven't stopped. Just small little mistakes there that are going to change the outcome of the game. Lining up the kick here for the extra point. Kick is up. And another flag.
Kenny again makes contact with Vargas, holds him up, but it does not matter. Kenny's doing such a good job of breaking through that line, getting so close to blocking it, but a little too much speed there, too much momentum goes into the kicker.
Waiting on the call here from the white hat. We know what it is already. Roughing the kicker. They're going to decline that. That's going to be a good extra point, putting the Raiders up 28-14 over the Indians. We're going to go ahead and take a break here on TSPN.
Looking for expert glass repair, tinting, or top-notch service? Look no further than Fast Glass. Your local favorite for years, now proud to be part of the National Automotive Group family. Same trusted team, same unbeatable service, now backed by the power and support of National Automotive. Whether it's a chip, a crack, or a complete tint job, Fast Glass gets it done right and gets it done fast. Stop by today or call us at 318 Fast Glass. Clear choice, fast results.
Robert Vargas, the Raiders kicker, has the ball teed up. Back deep, we have number 8, Jackson Tarver. Number 2, David Garrett. There's 26 seconds left in the half. This return will decide how the Indians play this end of the half. Tarver has the ball at the 2. Here he goes. Stumbles at the 15, but is able to stay up and get all the way across the 25-yard line. There's 17 seconds left. Down by 2 scores, you got to think that Coach Landry is going to be willing to take a shot here, try to find Kervin Johnson isolated, see what he can do here. Try to get another score, sneak another score in before the half.
Yeah, we got to see if we can maybe take a big play here, as Dallin just said. Try to see if we can give a little bit of confidence boost as we move into the half for the Indians.
Looks like Kervin's going to line up in the backfield with Case Malone and with 21, Kenny Ponche. We'll see if they get creative here with getting him the ball.
Be curious to see if they flood the box and he throws it up at that.
On ahead. Looking for him, trying to find somebody open, and he finds Angelo Shelton there. All the room in the world.
No timeouts for the Indians. They got to go fast. Looks like Case wants to spike the ball. 5 seconds.
Try to spike the ball there.
Got
to stay still.
Yeah, Indians going to have plenty of time as the refs stop the play. Case takes the snap, spikes it.
A lot of time falling off of the clock there.
It'll be a timeout for the Raiders.
It's going to leave him with 1 with 2 seconds left in the first half.
Yeah, that was a great play, Chuck. If we could see that again there, that was a great job by getting Kervin in the backfield.
Oh.
We see here, Kervin's in the backfield, runs a wheel route. The Raiders do a great job of having that covered. Angelo Shelton, drag route across the field, breaks open as everybody's moving to Kervin's side. Able to get all the way down to about the 42-yard line. This is in perfect range for Case to throw it deep to Kervin as he's had 2 long touchdown passes already. This is huge. See if you can steal one right before the half whenever it looked like you had no chance here.
And bring it down to 1 score.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right. And a great job by Angelo Shelton, number 10 there for the Indians, making the first man, number 24 for the Raiders, miss and getting that extra 10 or 11 yards there to be able to give the Indians a chance to be able to score, just like we talked about. Both teams coming back out right now. 2 seconds on the clock after Case Malone spikes the ball. It's going to be 2nd and long for the Indians. One last effort here. Let's see what the call will be.
Got 3 players over there on Kervin's side.
Yeah, they're going to, again, this is how Rummel defended him last time. Case still threw it up to him. They got number 1, Mitchell Harris.
Playing a prevent there.
Going to play on his side. They got a safety deep. Looks like Case still might throw it to him.
Throwing it up. That's going to be picked off pretty easily. We got to make a stop here.
Make a tackle.
Got to make a stop here. There we go.
And that'll bring us to the half there, Cade. Yeah, you're right. That was a little scary, but Indians able to make a tackle, prevent Rummel from getting another one right before the half.
That's right. No harm, no foul there from Case Malone, throwing that interception. We were able to stop him there right around the 40-yard line. That's going to bring us to halftime. Make sure that you tune in. We have a special presentation of Indian Reservation by the Tioga Indians Cheer Squad. We'll go ahead and knock it out to break here. You are watching TSPN.
Looking for expert glass repair, tinting, or top-notch service? Look no further than Fast Glass. Your local favorite for years, now proud to be part of the National Automotive Group family. Same trusted team, same unbeatable service, now backed by the power and support of National Automotive. Whether it's a chip, a crack, or a complete tint job, Fast Glass gets it done right and gets it done fast. Stop by today or call us at 318 Fast Glass. Clear.
Yeah, we have a special halftime treat here by our Tioga cheerleaders. They're about to perform Indian Reservation. In 1972, Tioga High School cheerleader Miss Vicki Irwin Hart created the dance known as Indian Reservation. She explained that her inspiration was to reflect the pride and honor of a Tioga Indian. More than 50 years later, this tradition continues to be performed and remains a significant part of Tioga High School's heritage. The accompanying song, Indian Reservation, by Paul Revere and the Raiders, highlights the resilience and spirit of the Cherokee Nation, who endured the hardships of the Trail of Tears, yet never lost their pride and their unity. In that same spirit, the Tioga community stands strong through challenges. Here are your Tioga cheerleaders performing Indian Reservation.
And Lizzie Johnson and coaches Brittany Keys, Mackenzie Brown, and Danielle Davis. Get loud and show your pride. It's time for the Indians.
Took away our ways of life. Took away our native tongue. And taught their English to our young.
That is a great job of the Tioga High School cheerleaders there, fighting through some technical difficulties to finish their dance. That's a great job, ladies.
Yes, it was. I mean, that shows their conditioning and just proves how talented that group is.
That's right. It's 28-14, the Rummel Raiders over the Tioga Indians at halftime. When we come back from break, Chuck Perkins is going to take us some scores around the state, see what's happening in other second-round playoff action of the LHSAA bracket.
And And
Again, it's 28-14. You're watching TSPN.
Looking for auto service you can trust right here in Cenla? Come to National Tire and Auto, your locally owned tire and repair experts with 2 convenient locations. We're proud to serve our community, not just with quality auto care, but by giving back and treating every customer like family. From tires and oil changes to brakes and engine work, we've got you covered. National Tire and Auto, locally owned, community driven, customer focused.
When other dealers judge your past, National Autoplex is here to drive you into your future. We're Cenla's only no-credit check lease-to-own dealer, where bankruptcy, bad credit, or no credit is no problem. At National Autoplex, we believe in second chances and fresh starts. If you've got income, you've got options. Come see why more drivers are choosing National Autoplex, where you're more than a credit score. Visit us today or apply online at nationalautoplex.com. National Autoplex. Your ride, your future, your way. When life's got you stuck or your vehicle just won't go, National Transmission has you covered. Whether you need a manufactured or brand new transmission, our expert team will get you shifting gears and back on the road in no time. Foreign or domestic, cars, trucks, or SUVs, if you've got a transmission, we've got the solution. Don't let a breakdown break your day. Drive with confidence. Drive with National Transmission. Call now or visit nationaltransmission.com. National Transmission. We get you moving. At Woodman Life, we believe in standing strong for our communities because together we can build a brighter future. From supporting local schools with resources and scholarships to sponsoring programs that give children the tools they need to succeed, Woodman Life is proud to invest in the next generation. Our members live, work, and serve right here in your hometown, volunteering and making a difference where it matters most. When you see Woodman Life, you see neighbors helping neighbors and a promise to keep giving back. Woodman Life, standing strong for community, standing strong for you.
We are back here at Toomey Ingram Field. My name is Chuck Perkins. Going to give you a scoreboard update from around the state with the playoff games in this regional round with the LHSAA. In Division I non-select, the Buccaneers lead 28-14 over West Monroe Rebels. In West Ouachita, Parish Lions lead 7-6 over the Destran Wildcats. East Ascension trails by 18-17 from Central of the different divisions here. Belle Chase 7, Opelousas 0, Plaquemine 30, Wassman 0, Bruley 24, West Feliciana, or Westphal as we call them, 7. Lakeshore 28, Cecilia 14, Iowa 22, Northwest 14, Letcher 28, Franklin Parish 19, North DeSoto 42, DeRidder 13, and Franklinton 20 over the Jennings Bulldogs 6. In Division III non-select, we have Manny Tigers trailing the St. James 39-0. Oak Grove leads 35-0 over Richwood. Union Parish leads 14-6 over Erath. Marksville is tied with Mansfield 24-24. Laurelville leads 28-24 over Church Point. Gina is up 32-8 over St. Helena. And Kinder is leading the way over Kaplan 26-7. In Division IV non-select, Grand Lake trails Jeanerette 24-7. North Iberville 22-14 over Elton. Mangum 27-6 over West St. John. Welch 24, Logansport 20. Haynesville 22 over Homer, who has 13. Jonesboro Hodge over Vinton 13-7. And no report on the West St. Mary and South Plaquemine game. In Division I Select, our bracket that we're in, Carr is leading the way over Jesuit 20-0. John Curtis over St. Thomas More 28-0. Catholic Baton Rouge 34, Captain Shreve 0. Trojans in Alexandria are leading 17-13 over Brother Martin. St. Paul's trails Evangel Christian 20-14 in a game that will be meeting the winners here in this one. St. Augustine and Acadiana 30-14. St. Augustine has the lead on that one. Turlings Catholic leads 28-14 over Bonnabel. And Rummel, you know the score here, is 28-14 in Division II Select. St. Charles has the lead 42-0 over Northside. Edie White 28 over St. Michael's 0. Lake Charles Prep leads by 1 point over Leesville 16-15. Vanderbilt Catholic over GW Carver 42-3. John F. Kennedy over Madison Prep 28-12. No score on the University and Booker T. Washington Shreveport game or the Haynes Academy Shaw game, but on the Loyola Prep is leading the way over Bel Air 35-0. In Division III Select, Lafayette Christian has a strong lead over Parkview Baptist 36-0. For De La Salle is leading over Notre Dame 19-14. In one of our Central Louisiana teams here, Holy Savior Menard trails Newman 42-0. Dunham leads over North Lake Christian 34-3. And Catholic New Iberia 20, Bunkie 13. And no scores on Slaughter Charter, Jewel, Sumner, Country Day, and Calvary Baptist, no score. Amit leads over Lafayette Renaissance 6-0. One last division here. Washita Christian over Southern Lab 17-0. Hamilton Christian, where did we go? I lost something here. Kentwood over Ascension Episcopal 14-7. Washita Christian 17 over Southern Lab Zeros. Hamilton Christian 13 over St. Frederick 7. Ascension Catholic over St. Mary's Catholic 35-9. Catholic Point Capay over Westminster Christian Lafayette 16-12. Point Capay leading that way. Westminster Christian is over Opelousas Catholic. Covenant Christian leads the way over St. Edmunds 30-16. And Riverside Academy leads the way over Delta Charter 49-6. And that is the gauntlet through all the divisions in playoff action here in the regional round. We'll take a quick break. I think they've got a couple of minutes left. 2 minutes or a minute left on the board, and then they have 3 minutes afterwards. So we'll take a quick break here, and you have been watching and listening to TSPN.
At Alexandria Solutions, we believe every strong community starts with healthy minds and healthy families. That's why we're proud to stand alongside Tioga High School as a corporate sponsor. We're here to support the Tioga Indians from the classroom to the playing field, because when students succeed, our whole community thrives. At Alexandria Solutions, we provide compassionate care for mental health and addiction. No referral is needed to make an appointment, and we accept most insurances, because getting help should be simple. Alexandria Solutions, proud to support the Tioga Indians and proud to serve our community. Go Indians!
And we are back here with about 2.5 minutes left on the clock before we bring it to the third quarter. All of our players are out trying to get stretched up, waiting on Rummel to finish up, coming out of the gym there from the far side. But just as we are waiting on them, let's talk about a couple of takeaways from the first half. What did you see, Dallin?
Yeah, for Tioga on defense, it was limit the run on early downs and get Rummel to third and medium, third and long. That was our main key to the game. They did that 2 or 3 times, but overall Rummel was able to run the ball consistently, specifically number 6. Jaden Terrence had 3 first-half touchdowns there, and he's really been the difference maker that is able to churn his legs, be elusive, and then find the hole, use his speed. And then the other touchdown that we gave up was number 8. That's Mark Shesby Jr. Singleton rolled out, found him deep, right over the outstretched arm of Kentrell Bates, and there was no safety deep. 80-yard touchdown just like that. For Tioga, it's really going to come down to how important this opening drive is. Rummel is going to receive the ball coming out of the half. Can that Tioga defense get off the field? And if they can get off the field, because of how explosive this Indians offense can be, they are never out of the game, but it's going to be up to this defense to make a stop right here.
Absolutely, and it's just going to be one of those things that we can't focus on what happened in the first half. A lot of those takeaways that we focused on with Rummel, they were able to capitalize on making sure that Tioga didn't sustain those drives, forcing them to punt. But it seems like a big takeaway from the first half were some unnecessary roughness on punters and kickers, a couple of face masks here and there. Those flags kind of gave each team an opportunity to capitalize. And it seems like Rummel was able to take the advantage there right before the half.
Yeah, I tell you, Rummel ran into the punter twice. Ethan Bridges got run into twice. One of them was for a first down. One of them was not a first down. It was just running into, so not enough for a first down there. And then the other thing that Rummel did was they had their 2 punt return guys collide. Ethan Bridges put it right between them, collided, not enough communication. Tucker Landry is there to recover the fumble, and that led to one of the Indians' 2 touchdowns right there. That was a big deal. And I tell you, Tioga, Kenny Ponche, bust through the line so close twice to blocking a kick. One was a kick, one was an extra point. Both times, though, got the kicker. Tried to hold him up. Doesn't matter. You make contact with him, they're going to throw that flag every time.
That's right, and it's pretty tough, especially on this turf with that slickness after that rain right before opening kickoff. It's hard to be able to stop there on a dime. One big thing that I noticed, though, was Tioga was able to make some things happen in the air. But one thing that I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to see here in the second half is Kenny Ponche getting the ball in his hand and running downfield.
Yeah, a really big thing for Tioga is you're down 2 scores. You cannot abandon the run game. That's why, at least on that first touchdown, Curvin was able to get open down the field, was because the run game had been successful those first 3 drives. Don't abandon the run game, even if you're down by 2 scores. Keep committing to the run, and we'll see if it pays off. One thing that Tioga did in the first half that kind of went off sequence that you might not expect if you're Rummel is Case Malone had 7 rushing attempts in the first half. He's averaging only 4 a game, so 7 in the first half already. We'll see if that's something that Coach Landry wants to commit to, or if it was just a wrinkle in the first half, or if we're just going to try to get Kenny Ponche going downhill to get those tough yards between the tackles.
That's right. Even Nathaniel Singleton right there, number 16 for Rummel's offense, just having a hard time making connections with the receivers right there before the half in the second quarter. You don't need to necessarily be worried there, but you hope that they made the adjustments there at halftime to be able to see some better expectations there from him.
Yeah, Singleton short-armed a few, but man, that last drive right before the half, his receivers, I know they scored a touchdown, but his receivers did not help him. They had 3 drops on that drive alone, and somebody that's not necessarily your traditional pocket passer. This is a converted wide receiver that's making his 4th career start. You got to help him out, and the Raiders really didn't necessarily do that in the first half. They're still up by 2 scores, but they didn't do that in the first half. We'll see if they're able to be there for him, make those connections in the second half.
And that'll bring us there to the end of halftime as we start the third quarter with Rummel receiving the ball as Ethan Bridges tries to keep that ball nice and dry so that he can kick it as far as possible there into Rummel territory.
Yeah, it's not raining anymore, but me and Kate both went down there to the sidelines during halftime, and it is humid, and that turf is still wet. It looks like all the rain has moved out, but it's still humid and a little muggy and wet down there.
Really be nice to see him get a good touchback here.
Yeah, that'd be good. It looks like they got three guys deep for Rummel. Number 1, that's Mitchell Harris. Number 8 is Shesby, who marks up a little bit. We'll say the number 1, Mitchell Harris, is the deep man. We'll see if Tioga's going to kick it to an up man or if they're going to kick it deep here.
Looks like he's setting up for that pooch kick again. That one's not going to go nearly as far. That's a fumble, and that's an Indians recovery. That'll be a first down for the Indians.
And we talked about in the first half, that is exactly the reason that you tried that pooch punt. What Rummel did that time was they moved their deep guys up to the 30, so Ethan's pooch punt only went to the 40 that time to try to target a guy. You'll see it right here on our replay.
Still the possession.
That's right. You steal a possession coming out of house. That's basically an onside kick. That's what you're going for here. It goes to about the 35, 40-yard line on the run, and he cannot make the tackle. He cannot make the catch. It's going to be Tioga football, first down, 10 yards to go at the Rummel 44-yard line.
That's
what
right.
A big play.
And a great job by Christian Isles to fall on that ball and give the Indians a little bit of energy moving into the second half. Handing it off there to Jack Tarver on the far side. He's going to get about back to the line of scrimmage there. It's going to bring up second down for the Indians offense.
Yeah, and that we talked about right there, not abandoning the run game, even though you're down by 2 scores. That's a wrinkle that we haven't seen much. Your 2 running backs, Kenny Ponche and number 8, Jackson Tarver, both in the game there, trying to create a wrinkle, maybe catch Rummel off guard here. Jack's only averaging about 2.4 carries a game. He's already got 2 in this game.
Split back on the shotgun. Throwing it out there to Curvin. He's going to try to make some space here. Going to be brought down by number 1 and number 2 by the Rummel defense there.
Yeah, that's a great job. That's Mitchell
tackle.
Harris and Kerryon Jackson both able to get in there on the tackle. And if you're Tioga, even though that only goes for 2 yards, you're okay with that because you're getting your best guy in space. Find him open, see if he can hit a crease, and go for a big game. Sorry, that's Kerryon Jackson there on the tackle with Mitchell Harris.
Third down on about 7 for the Indians here. Let's see if we can capitalize on that pooch
Got
kick
single
there.
coverage down here on Curvin.
Shadowing him, throwing it up in the air. He's going to go for it. He's going to come down with that ball. That's going to be a first down for the Indians at the 14-yard line.
Yeah, that's a great job by quarterback Case Malone there. That is bracket coverage by the Rummel Raiders. Looks like number 9 for that Rummel defense. That's Gavin Cooper and number 1 Mitchell Harris with the guys bracketing him. Curvin just stops between them. Case Malone's able to find him.
Trying to keep the tempo there. Kenny Ponche there trying to find something. It's going to be swallowed up by the Raiders.
Yeah, just back to the line of scrimmage. Not a lot of success there, but again, like we talked about at halftime, you cannot abandon the run even if you're only getting 2 to 3 rush yards a gain, a handoff. Keep running the ball, commit to the run, where the safeties have to honor it just enough to get Curvin in there like he just did.
That's right, and you'll see other receivers like Christian Isles, number 19, Angelo Shelton, being able to find some seams there in the middle between the hashes and giving Case another target. Pitch over to the near side here. He's going to cut it back in, get to right about the 12-yard line.
Yeah, it'll be about 3 yards short, but that's a great job. Pitch outside the tackles. See if you can get it going here. We're doing a good job here. We're moving Curvin Johnson around. That time he was lined up in the slot. He's back out wide this time.
Still trying to push there. It's going to be a close one.
Looks like he's going to mark it just short. It's going to be 4th and less than a yard here for the Indians.
Could go under center and do that tush push.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll do the tush push, but I know for a fact we got big number 15. That's defensive tackle A.J. Adams coming into the game here.
And it is getting loud here at the reservation. 4th and short Trying to find the seam there.
Got it.
Let's wait for that mark there. It looks like it's going to be enough.
It's going to be very close.
Looked like he tried to force it out there. Nothing was inside. He got rocked by a couple of defenders there on the outside.
They're just the nose, the back of the nose is on the 5.
Looks like they're going to bring the chains out to see it. It must be that close to be able to check it out.
I'd like to see that again, Chuck, if you don't mind, while they measure. Yeah, you see A.J. Adams, Kenny Ponche come and try to lead the way. Case got across the 5-yard line. Don't know if he made it to the 4.
That's going to be a close one.
It's going to be very close. We'll see if they give it to him. He's going to be short.
And that's going to be short. About 2 feet short. That's going to be a turnover on downs for the Indians. Still leaves the Raiders offense there right about the 5-yard line. A lot of green between them and the end zone.
Yeah, 95 yards to go, but man, if you're Tioga, you stole a possession there coming out of the half just to be about a foot short. You hate to see that for that Indians offense.
Defense for the Indians are ready to go as the offense for the Raiders make their way for 1st down and 10.
Yeah, you imagine that Rummel's going to come out here, try to reestablish that run game. They threw it there at the end of the half just because of the time situation, but they make no mistake about it. They want to run the football. They're going to put Singleton on a center. We'll see what they do here.
Handoff in the middle. Nothing going. Stuffed by a slew of Indians. Going to mark him there right at the 4-yard line. That's going to be about half yard back. Going to bring 2nd and long up for the Raiders.
Yeah, can't even give anybody really credit there. Just A.J. Adams, Chase Thomas, your defensive tackle for the Indians, Tarver Landry, Cohen Henry in the middle. Just everybody right there converge. No place to go. Hawkins wants to wait, find a crease. There's no crease right there on that one.
Good defensive line stop.
That's right.
Singleton under center. Hand off to the right side. Plenty of room for him to move. Be right there at the yard line. That'll be a 1st down for the Raiders.
Yeah, out to the 15. They pulled 2 guys there, had 2 guys leading the way. Great job by Hawkins. Off tackle. Able to get upfield 11 yards on that carry for a 1st down.
Yeah, only having 2 out wide on both sides, near and far. Making sure plenty of bodies are there in the middle in the interior. He's going to hold on to that one. Play action, roll out. He's going to hold on to that ball, and he's going to make it all the way to the 26-yard line.
Yeah, that's a really good play fake there by Singleton. Able to find Shesby out in the flat, and good job by the Raiders, able to help their quarterback out on that one. Something that they struggled with at the end of the half.
Kenny Ponche coming out there. Joe Rose taking his position there on the outside linebacker position.
Yeah, Joe Rose in the game, it looks like, for Kenny Ponche there. Sophomore linebacker.
In the shotgun. Singleton takes the snaps, hands it off. Cutting back to the inside. He is down at the 29-yard line.
Yeah, only 3 yards there, but like we've talked about, that is what Rummel wants to do. 3 yards, 3 yards, 3 yards. Pound you, pound you, pound you.
7:20 left on the clock here in the 3rd quarter.
Hawkins is going to stay in the game. We haven't seen Jaden Terrence yet in the backfield this half for the Raiders. Got a tight end on both sides of the formation for the Raiders.
Yeah, really trying to stack all those bodies there. Throwing it to the outside quick. Gonna get a shoelace tackle there. That's a good job by Jack Tarver coming from the safety position high to be able to make that tackle in open space.
You see where he sniffed that one out. He saw the receiver over there and just charged after him.
Yeah, and that's one you have to make, because if you do not make that tackle, That might be a touchdown.
Yeah.
It's going to be 3rd down, and this is a big one for the Indians.
Got to make a stop here. Raiders did it on the first drive of the half. Let's see if we see a response here by the Indian defense.
Yeah, it looks like it's only 3rd and 1 here. You got to think that Rummel's going to keep it on the ground here.
Handoff there.
Catch him up.
Going to be enough for a first down.
Yeah, it's a good job by that Indian defense, but not soon enough. He's able to get just enough for a first down.
That'll be a first down for Rummel.
Like we talked about, this is what Rummel wants to do. Long, sustained drives and just beat you into submission. We'll see if the Indians' defensive line and these linebackers can make plays between the tackles. That's what it's going to take here.
A couple of substitutions coming in here for the Indians.
Yeah, Wesley
Tarver
Sherman in for Tarver. Yep.
Handoff. Finds the seam. He's at the 30, the 25, at the 10, the 5. Touchdown. Raiders.
Yeah, that's Jaden Terrence. His 4th touchdown of the game. Like we talked about, Coach Crispin said, this guy has elite speed. It's one of the fastest guys he's seen in the state. Give him a hole, and he's going to be gone. That is his 4th rushing touchdown of the games, and that one hurts. You have the Indians driving at their own 4-yard line, going in to score, cannot convert a 4th down. Rummel gets the ball, 95 yards, 95-yard drive, give up a touchdown, you're down by 3 scores. Here's Vargas on for the extra point.
And the extra point there is good for the Raiders, putting them up 35. Indians 14 with 5:37 left on the clock here.
We got a flag there. We got a flag there after the play. We'll see what that is. Usually that late after the play, it's some sort of unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. Let's see who it's on.
Personal foul here.
Let's get Rummel.
Against Rummel.
Yeah, so that should
on the kickoff.
Yeah, that's on the kickoff, and that should give the Indians pretty decent field position coming out here. So they're going to have the ball teed up at the 25-yard line for the kickoff.
Be curious to see how they approach this, if they're going to kick it deep, and, really put a foot into it, or if they're going to just pooch kick and take their chances and depend on their defense.
Right, yeah, we got Angelo Shelton, David Garrett, and Jackson Tarver back deep. We'll see what they elect to do here as Robert Vargas is about to have it teed up.
Pushed all the way back to the 25-yard line after that personal foul on the extra point. Let's see if Vargas can punt it all the way out there. What the plan is here. Indians trying to get people on kickoff return in the right position as they move up ever so slightly from that penalty.
Yeah, Coach Tripp Pressure, special team coordinator, threw Tucker Landry in there late. We'll see what Vargas elects to do, and the ball falls off the tee here.
Mother Nature.
That's that high winds, right?
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
This drive here is going to be very important for the Indians. You have to respond now down 3 scores, especially after that gut punch of not getting it on 4th down.
Vargas double checking, triple checking, quadruple checking the ball, making sure that it is set up and ready to go.
It's like me at the junior high dance, just trying to see if she's still looking at me.
That's right.
She'd already walked out the door.
You hate to see it. Kick is up. He's trying to boot that one all the way back. Jackson Tarver's there right at the 18-yard line to receive it. He's going to try to find some running room. Looks like he finds something. All the way across midfield, he's going to be brought down right around the 45-yard line in Rummel territory. Great return there by number 8.
Yeah, Coach Crispin, whenever we got to meet this morning and talk about it, he talked about how Rummel has elite special teams. But, man, so far tonight, we've seen a fumbled punt return by the Raiders. We've seen 2 roughing the punters by the Raiders, and that is a 35-yard kickoff return by number 8, Jackson Tarver.
Weren't there 2 fumble kickoffs?
Yes, that's right. We had one coming out of half. So we have a punt return fumble and a kickoff return for a fumble. That is exactly what the Indians needed. You're down by 3 scores. Can you respond here?
5:29 left here in the third quarter. Indians down by 3 scores after we said. Shotgun, Case Malone ready for the snap. And a flip over to Kervin Johnson. He's going to hurdle. Making it 7 yards down the field. It's 2nd and 3. But what a play of athleticism by Kervin Johnson. Let's look at that replay.
Yeah, that's a great wrinkle there. Flip behind him to number 1, Kervin Johnson, and he just hurdles a man. Just jumps straight over him across the 35-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, about 3 yards to go for the Indians.
Trying to keep the tempo going here. They're going to go ahead and hand it off to Jack Tarver. Nothing that way. Nothing on the right-hand side either. There's going to be a flag there on the play around the 39-yard line, though.
Yeah, that was Jacoby Dunn, number 7. He falls out on the ground. Looks like the penalty is going to be against him.
Yeah, face mask or horse collar, one of the two.
Yeah, let's see what they call here. But, yeah, he did a great job of getting penetration, getting in the backfield, getting Tarver to the ground. But it's going to be a face mask against number 7, Jacoby Dunn.
That'll be a first down for the Indians, pushing further and further into Rummel territory. That's a costly mistake there by number 1.
And we've seen a lot of penalties tonight by Rummel, and we've seen special teams blunders by them. The Indians cannot keep forfeiting these opportunities as the ball is going to be moved inside the 25-yard line. This is another opportunity that the Indians cannot waste.
Ball's going to be brought all the way to the 24-yard line there. First down and 10 for the Indians as they get the play call from the sideline from Coach Landry. 4:53 left on the clock here. Handoff there to the middle. Kenny Ponce pumping the legs, trying to get that extra effort. Going to bring it down to the 20-yard line. That brings up 2nd down and 5.
Yeah, 4-yard gain by Kenny. Only 4, you think, but, man, that is all on Kenny Ponce, keeping those legs turning there.
2nd down for Tioga.
It looks like number 8, Jackson Tarver, back in the game. And number 14 at tight end, Bryson Fall, is in the game for number 5, Tarver Landry.
Rummel bringing pressure, trying to scramble, is going to get caught up on the ankle. And that's going to be a sack there for the Rummel Raiders. That'll be Hingle there in that tackle for the Raiders.
Yeah, Case is able to stay up just long enough. Still loss of 4, but it's 3rd and 10, so it is 3rd and manageable. But, man, you like to pick up, you definitely want to pick up something positive there on 2nd and medium.
3rd and long here coming up for the Indians.
Yeah, Tarver staying in the game. Jackson Tarver staying in the game. We got Kervin Johnson down here one-on-one. Looks like the safety's shading over top. We'll see what they do.
Looking for him deep. That's a touchdown, Christian Isles. And a great response there by the Indians. As the Rummel Raiders push all the way down 95 yards, the Indians respond with a touchdown of their own.
You had to have that. You had to have that. Great job by Christian Isles. We'll watch it again right here. Great job by Christian Isles. Getting behind the defense. Case is able to stay up long enough to get it to him.
Yeah, that's a great job. We've been really focusing on targets over there to number 1, Kervin Johnson. And it just seems like Christian Isles was able to get through in between those 2 defenders, and Case Malone just puts it right in the perfect place.
I tell you, Kate, that's one we talked about we had to have. You cannot forfeit yet another opportunity of good field position as Bridges boots it in. That's going to make it 35-21. So back down to a 2-score game. You hate it for the Indians because you had the opportunity to make it a 1-score game coming out of the half, but you get it back to 2, 35-21. It's now going to be on the defense. Can you get a stop?
That's right, and that's going to have 3:27 in the 3rd quarter, giving hope to the Indians here as we head to break. You're watching TSPN.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by your local convenience stores, where friendly faces, cold drinks, hot snacks, and everything you need are just around the corner. For a quick stop before the big game, your hometown convenience stores are always ready, always here for you. Swing by today, and remember, support local, shop local. Highway 2080 Chevron, Kingstop, Fuel Plus, ball chevron, and cougar stop.
Welcome back here to the reservation as number 16, Ethan Bridges, has the ball teed up. We're playing a little bit of cat and mouse game here. If you look right here on the near side of the screen, number 5, Hawkins has been put in the game as an up man. If that's where Ethan's going to continue to kick it, that's who they're going to put there. But Ethan kicks it deep. It'll be number 1, Mitchell Harris, on the return.
Taking it there right on the 1 yard line, finding the seam. Only Ethan Bridges to beat there. Pursuit by the Indians, just not going to be enough. Touchdown, Raiders.
There is a flag on the field right at about the 50-yard line.
Flag right there. Most likely in this situation, blocking the back, possibly a holding there by Rummel. That's only what the Indians can hope for in this situation.
That's right. That's right, and that is the fear of kicking it deep. If you don't make it to the end zone, you're giving one of their fastest guys an opportunity with a head of steam to go down the field. And it is going to be a holding on the Rummel Raiders. The Tioga Indians, they get bailed out on that one. Whew. Man.
Lucky break there for the Indians. Not going to win tonight based off of luck, but we'll take it whenever we can get it.
I tell you, y'all, we have had some special teams action tonight. Punts, kicks, field goals, you name it. The flag was at about the Indians' 48-yard line. Yep, that's right. It'll be 10 yards from there, so that they're going to mark it at the Rummel 43-yard line. It'll be first down, 10 yards to go for the Raiders. This is a big one, y'all, here.
Yes.
For Tioga, you have to get a stop. Trying to maybe get a spark here. We're putting number 42. That's Mohammed Abdel-Hadi into the game at linebacker. He's more of a speed guy off the edge. We'll see where they have him lined up here.
We got Dubs set up here by the Raiders. Handoff there. Going to be stuffed right there, right at the line of scrimmage.
Man, that's a great job. That's number 93, Chase Thomas. Number 14, Bryson Fall. And number 22, Cohen Henry there to clean that one up. Short gain, and this is what you want to do. If you can limit Rummel, short runs, first, second down, get him in 3rd and long. See if you can keep Singleton in the pocket, force him to be a pocket passer.
That brings up 2nd down for the Rummel Raiders here. They get set up and ready to go. Shotgun formation. Handoff there, able to find something, cutting back right to the middle, getting it to a right about the 47-yard line.
I'd like to see that again there, Chuck, if you don't mind.
Yep.
Let's see that. That is just a great job. And it looks like he cuts it back, but I believe that's a counter with how the guard is down blocking, and that's a great job just creating a hole by that Rummel offensive line. Really great job by them, and that'll give a first down to the Rummel Raiders. That's a good job by the Raiders of right up the middle doesn't work, do something else. Do a counter, go off tackle, see what else you can do.
First down here for the Raiders. They're going to throw it out to the far side. Going to be met right there by Bryson Fall. Not going to get far. 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, missed tackle by Jackson Tarver, but Bryson Fall does a really good job of being right there, Johnny on the spot to make a tackle. That's going to get 2nd and long again. Like we just talked about, we just did this. They're actually going to move it back. Be 2nd and 11 on the tackle by Fall. Can you contain them here? Force a 3rd and long. We'll see if the Indian defense can step up.
Great downhill support there from Bryson Fall from the linebacker position here. 2nd and long, just like we said. Motion here. Handing it off on the jet sweep. Going to be tackled. Pushed back. It's a great job right there by Abdel-Hadi and Trayshawn Fisher for the Indians.
Yeah, that's a great job by Mohammed Abdel-Hadi. As you talked about, number 83, Micah Green takes the jet sweep handoff. But that's a really good job of containing the edge by the Indians. That's something that they were not able to do against Franklin Parish 2 weeks ago. Limit it to a 3-yard gain, force it to 3rd and long. This is it, y'all. This is what we talked about. Get them to 3rd and long, make Singleton stand in the pocket, and have to complete a pass.
Under a minute left here in the 3rd quarter. 3rd and long for the Raiders. As he looks downfield, has to scramble quickly. Is able to make room for himself, get the first down and a little bit more. stopping the clock as he runs out to the sideline.
Man, let's see that again, Chuck. That is a perfect opportunity by Mohamed Abdelhadi coming off the edge. But Singleton, that is why he's in the game. Coach Monica talked about putting him in against Holy Cross week 9 to try to get a spark for the offense. That's exactly why he's in the game. Great job feeling the pressure, finding a seam, getting a first down. We go back to it. Can the Indians defense make a stop? Tioga's going to have to make a stop if they want to stay in this football game.
Handoff there, right down the middle, making it about a 6-yard gain.
Look, and if we're just going first down by first down, the last 2 first downs the Indians won, that one the Raiders win. They will take 4, 5 yards a carry every time, even 3 yards a carry. Coach Monica talked about it last week after the first round of the Holy Cross game. His goal is to wear you down with the run and to get you in the second half.
And it looks like we're going to go ahead and shift gears into the fourth quarter as time expires here in the third with the score heading into the fourth. Your Tioga Indians 21 and your Rummel Raiders 35. We'll go ahead and take a commercial break.
Looking for expert glass repair, tinting, or top-notch service? Look no further than Fast Glass. Your local favorite for years, now proud to be part of the National Automotive Group family. Same trusted team, same unbeatable service, now backed by the power and support of National Automotive. Whether it's a chip, a crack, or a complete tint job, Fast Glass gets it done right and gets it done fast. Stop by today or call us at 318 Fast Glass. Clear choice, fast results.
And we are live here on TSPN here at the reservation, second round playoff football right here in your face as we see the Rummel Raiders coming back out on offense. First down, second down here and 4 for them. Indians need to make a stop.
Yeah, you got to have a stop to stay in this football game here. Singleton's going to go under center. It's looking like you're going to need Rummel. There you go.
Handoff there. Stiff arm.
Give it to Hawkins. He's free inside the 10.
Hawkins fighting for every inch there with ease. Bringing it right down to about the 1-yard line.
That is incredible by Hawkins there again. Corian Hawkins just pushing people, running over people. Jackson Tarver finally able to get him down at the 2-yard line. But the key to the game was, can you stop the Rummel rushing offense? Right now the answer is no. Looks like they'll do a little tush push here. They'll put Hawkins under center, 2 offensive linemen behind him. They're going to do that right here.
And that's going to be a Raiders touchdown as he continues to push and push all the way into the end zone.
Man, that's just a great job. Again, we talked about individual effort. Jaden Terrence has had several of them tonight. That time Hawkins out from the 3-yard line with the tush push. He doesn't really get much help from the lineman behind him, but just keeps his feet moving, able to get in the end zone.
Yeah, the Tioga defense needs to find somewhere right now to be able to make a stop, but we have to continue to do the job there on offense, keep putting those points on the board, and giving our boys a rest here on defense as they line up the extra point attempt. It's high, it is good, and that will bring our score 42 for the Rummel Raiders. Tioga Indians with 21. Trailing by 21 with 11:36 left here in our final quarter of the second round playoffs. We'll go ahead right now and take a quick commercial break here on TSPN.
Looking for auto service you can trust right here in Sinlaw? Come to National Tire and Auto, your locally owned tire and repair experts with 2 convenient locations. We're proud to serve our community, not just with quality auto care, but by giving back and treating every customer like family. From tires and oil changes to brakes and engine work, we've got you covered. National Tire and Auto. Locally owned, community driven, customer focused.
Going ahead and getting everything set up for the kickoff here. Vargas is at the 30. Indians ready to receive.
Back deep, we got number 2. That's David Garrett again. In front of him, number 8, Jackson Tarver. Over here to the near side, number 10, Angelo Shelton.
Vargas boots it all the way down to the 5-yard line. It'll be received. And Garrett trying to make separation early on, trying to cut it back. Going to be breaking tackles, putting his head in there. Once again, Indians special teams finding a way to be able to put their offense in a good position on the field heading towards the end zone.
Yeah, that's a great job of Garrett of finding a hole, hitting a seam, and pushing a guy off of him. A great job by number 12. That's Chris Parker on the tackle for the Rummel Raiders. But again, the Indians are going to have pretty good field position at their own 40-yard line going. You have to get a score here if you're the Tioga Indians. You're down by 3 scores. Last drive, they were down by 3 scores. They're able to come out all the way down the field. Touchdown to Christian Isles. Can they respond here, being down 3 scores again?
Keeping it up tight this time.
Looks like a tight end trips over there on the far side. Little shovel pass. Going to be rocked there by number 7 in the backfield is Kervin Johnson Jr.
Yeah, Jacoby Dunn. He was not fooled by that at all. Able to get around the left tackle, number 74, Mario Jacobs. Loss of 4. That's a good job by that Rummel defensive line.
Brings up 2nd and long as the Indians have tempo here. Trying to find something just out of the hands of Christian Isles on that drag route.
Yeah, I tell you what caused that right there. That is that Rummel defense again. That's number 4, Carlin Kinchin Jr. with the pressure. Case did not want to throw it that early. He's off balance on the move. Incomplete.
Third down and long here for the Indians, needing to capitalize.
Yeah, you got to get something here.
Bracketing Kervin Johnson there on the far side.
They bracketed him on the previous drive. Case was still able to find him. Looks like quarterback draw here.
And Dunn is there again. Dunn loses his company and makes the play. Wow.
Jacoby Dunn. That is a great individual effort by Jacoby Dunn. Able to get off that block.
Yeah.
Good Case in the backfield. That'll bring up 4th and long. It's looking like Tioga's going to have to go for it here. You're down by 3 scores. We'll see what we elect to do. Nope, they're going to put Bridges out there. Yeah, I think if you're in that 4th and 8, 4th and 6 range, you think about going in this situation, going for it in this situation. When it's 4th and 12, got to kick that ball away.
Field position.
That's right.
Absolutely. Bridges back there, ready for the punt. Good snap. High kick there. Rummel bounce there as it makes it all the way back to the 48-yard line in Tioga territory.
Man, that's tough. Only a 10-yard punt there by Bridges. You know, he would like to have that one back. And that would be the argument for wanting to go for it there, because with one bad punt, Rummel's right back in business, already up by 3 scores. Your score, Rummel 42, Tioga 21. You're watching TSPN.
Singleton under center. Rummel coming out quick and hot here. Ready to hand off the ball. Finding room and brought down right there. They're going to spot it at the 44-yard line.
Yeah, that's number 23, Trayshawn Fisher. That might be a touchdown-saving tackle. We see how number 6, Jaden Terrence, is, how fast he can be. That's a really good job by Fisher in the open field to make that tackle.
2nd and 5 coming up here for the Raiders. Substitutions coming in.
Hawkins back in for Terrence there.
Twins to the far side there. Shotgun again for Singleton. Handing it off to be brought down. Third and short.
Third and short here, and you have to get a stop. There's no more. There's no more giving up first downs. Let them drive down the field again. You have to get a stop right here. Number 15, A.J. Adams coming out of the game here. That's a big one in this situation. Number 69, Terry Fogelman going in the game for him here at defensive tackle. Singleton's going to be in the shotgun. You got to think they're running between the tackles here in this situation. We'll see if the Indians defense is up for the challenge.
Yeah, Raiders right now just running out that clock ever so slowly. Up by 3 scores. Here's the snap. The handoff to number 5 as he barrels through a handful of Indians. Getting the first down. We've got ourselves a flag here, though, right in the middle, a second.
Couple flags there. There's some pushing and shoving after the play. That's number 93 for the Tioga defense. Chase Thomas doing some pushing and shoving.
Pointing towards Tioga there.
Yeah, we'll see.
In their little huddle.
But again, regardless of the flag, that run, Hawkins was stopped at the first down marker. Great individual effort to fight and fall forward. If Rummel is able to make a deep run in these playoffs, it's going to be because of Hawkins and Jaden Terrence, their 2 running backs.
Unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, it's going to be against the Indians. That's the one thing. That's the one thing that we cannot do in that situation.
Cooler heads.
That's right.
Moving Rummel all the way down to the 13-yard line. First and 10 for them.
23, sorry.
Thank you for that correction. 23-yard line there. First and 10 for the Raiders.
Singleton under center again. Like to go just between the tackles in this situation when he's under center.
Another handoff there to number 5. He tries to bounce at the outside, holding on. He gets away. There's another Indian there waiting on him.
Yeah, again, that's Hawkins refusing to go down, but it's a Javion Champion doing a really good job coming all the way over from the weak side to make that tackle, clean that thing up.
Now 2nd and 8 here for the Raiders. Deep in Indian territory.
And that clock continues to move. It's at 7:33 now, and it is just a running.
Another handoff there in the middle. Going to be taken down by a couple of Indians.
Yeah, that's Hawkins again there. Yeah, this is 3rd and 7. Our key to the game, give them to 3rd and long, 3rd and medium. But with this situation, 7 minutes left, you got to think that they might keep it on the ground here, try to keep the clock running. They're actually taking Hawkins out of the game.
There, 23 coming in here. That's John Schnabel right there coming in, the sophomore for the Raiders.
We'll see what they elect to do here. Schnabel's a pretty good little scat back, able to stay on his feet.
Here's a snap. Gonna throw it out wide. Create separation. Jack Tarver is thrown off, but he's gonna be taken down by Tarver Landry, it seems.
I think that might be his brother, Tucker Landry, there in the game on defense. All the way out there to make that tackle from his defensive tackle spot, and that'll bring up 4th down. That was our key to the game. There they go. Rummel is able to complete the pass and keep the clock going, but it's going to be 4th and long. That'll bring out Robert Vargas, the kicker, for this attempt here.
And don't run into the kicker.
That's right.
And A.J. Adams coming in now for Tucker Landry after that great hit.
Yeah, ball's going to be about the 21, so that's going to make it a 38-yard field goal here. Kenny Ponche's been able to get in the backfield. We'll see if they try again to get him in the backfield. Just don't hit the kicker this time.
And that is good. From 38 yards, Vargas nails it. That's going to put them up 45-21.
Yeah, that's really important because no matter how you math it now, Rummel is up by 4 scores, about 24 here with 5:43 remaining in the 4th quarter. You're watching TSPN.
I didn't want to go to a break just yet because I got to ask a question. Just, trivia information here. Mr. Richardson, is there a house divided at your house over Christmas, before or after Thanksgiving?
We always just go in order as it comes Thanksgiving then to Christmas at this point.
It's not what I heard recorded, by the way.
All right, we do listen to music ahead of time, but the tree waits.
Uh-huh.
The tree waits.
Yeah, great job by our Tioga Student Council, student leadership, going around making some really good videos on TSPN, asking people about when they put up their Christmas decorations.
Tioga News, they have some Stuco videos up there. Lots of content on there for them.
5:43 left here, 45-21. Rummel up over Tioga in the second round of the playoffs. Joseph Carapina. In for the kickoff. Hard kick there. Going to be taken right around the 1-yard line by Jack Tarver. Making some shifty moves there and try to find it all the way up to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, and that's all on Tarver, on Jackson Tarver. He's got a guy at about the 14-yard line. He makes the first guy miss, able to get up past the 30-yard line. Really good job by him on the return. For the Indians, there is no time to waste. You're down by 24 points. It's go time here.
5:35 left on the clock here in the fourth quarter. And the Indians take the field again.
That's right. There's no more establishing the run. You got to go here when you're down by 24 points. Kervin Johnson on the edge, Angelo Shelton on the edge, Christian Isles in the slot. We got Tarver Landry, the tight ends on the field. We'll see who Case is going to target here in the pass game.
Looking down the field, going to go ahead and find Christian Isles there. He's going to try to make a couple of people move. Going to be knocked down there for number 40, number 95 for the Raiders.
Yeah, Mario Jacobs, the left tackle for the Indians, does a good job of kicking out for that block. But, man, the Raiders defense, they are fast, and they read that really well. Able to get Christian Isles right at the line of scrimmage. Will bring up second down for the Indians.
Ocean and Ponce, two around the 30-yard line right there on the near side. He's looking down the field, trying to find somebody. Going to have to scramble and get a couple yards of his own. He's going to cut back in right around the 39-yard line. It's going to bring third and short up for the Indians.
Yeah, that's a really good job by Malone there of sensing the pressure, moving up in the pocket, finding the seam, making it third and short, about 2 yards to go here. As the clock is ticking, it's at 4:38. And again, like we've said, it is go time. Got to go down by 24 points.
Handoff there. He's going to be blown up in the backfield.
Wow. That looked like number 9, Gavin Cooper there coming off the edge. Blows that one up. Loss of about 3 yards. Bring up fourth down, 5 yards to go for the Indians. Of course, it's go time here. You got to get this one.
Tarver Landry in the slot there. Taking the snap. Looking for somebody deep. It's going to be a little too high and out of bounds. It's going to be a turnover on downs for the Indians as the Rummel Raiders come back on offense.
Yeah, he just didn't keep that one in bounds. Give Kervin a chance for it there, throwing it up on fourth down. You just got to go for it. You hate to see that from your offense and from your senior quarterback. And that one is a gut punch there, down by 24, giving Rummel the ball in plus territory. 3:55 remaining in the game. They can essentially run this clock out if they choose to.
Maybe with one more first down. They might have to get one more first down. I'm not sure.
Singleton's going to go under center. You expect him to keep it on the ground here. Schnabel stays in as the running back. Sorry, they have number 17, Tyler Holden, in the game at quarterback. We talked about him in the pregame, that he's somebody they might bring in. Looks like they're bringing him in this situation, kind of hand the ball off.
Get him a few snaps.
Yeah, as it looks like they might have some backup guys in at receiver, tight end.
Joe Rose coming out. Abdel Hadi taking his position there.
He's an under center snap taker.
Handoff there, nice and slow in the backfield, giving the Indians plenty of opportunity to get there and blow it up. That's going to bring up 3rd and long for the Raiders.
We'll see what they do at quarterback here. If they keep holding in, if they put Singleton back in, what they're going to do on 3rd and long. There's 3 minutes remaining. Rummel can get this all the way down to about 2:34 before they actually have to snap it. We'll see what they elect to do here, up by 24 points. Regardless, Tioga, it's a long shot, but you got to get a stop right here.
In the shotgun. Handoff right there, trying to find some room. Not going to be able to get the first down. That'll be a turnover for the Raiders.
14.
Excuse me, that'll bring it up to 4th down.
Yeah, still 4th and long there, Cade. You got a little bit of ahead of yourself, but that's okay. It's 4th and long here with 2:29 remaining.
Tucker Landry coming in as a substitute, taking out A.J. Adams.
You hate to say it, but these are going to be some of his last snaps. A 4-year starter for the Tioga Indians here, the Louisiana Christian University commit in the game here at defensive tackle.
Winding down to right about 2 minutes left in regulation. And they're just waiting it out. 8 seconds left on the play clock. High snap there. He's going to get away.
Yes, the Javion champion right there. High snap, but he would have got there anyway. Control Bates does a good job of pushing him out. The Indians are going to get the ball back with 1:51 remaining here in the contest. Down by 24 points. Going to have a miracle here, if at all possible. We'll see what we elect to do here on offense. If we're going to give the backups a chance, maybe put Ronnie Stevens, backup quarterback, in, some of the younger guys, or if we're going to keep the seniors on the field, give them one more drive.
Seems like you're correct there. Number 13 for the Indians, sophomore Ronnie is coming in for them. And it looks like we're going to see the next generation of Indians out there on the field.
Got Trey Hunter, Braden Jones all on the field. Ramon Bennett's going to be in the game to take the handoff there.
Trying to find some seam there on the outside. Just not going to happen. Gets it just back to the line of scrimmage there.
Well, as we kind of have an opportunity to reflect on this season, it obviously does not end the way that any of us want it to, or any of these seniors want it to. But these are the things that lay the foundation for the future if you're Coach Chrisman. An 8-2 regular season, 1 game short of a district championship, and you put up a really good fight against the Rummel Raiders. 45-21, you'd like it to be closer, but man, you have your opportunity. We'll keep going back to it. Right after the half, you steal a possession on essentially an onside kick, get the ball, go right down the field, turn it over on downs at the 5-yard line.
Yeah, and it's a tough one as we start to reflect on the great season that we had, finishing 8-2 and having the first round bye for the playoffs after we missed it last year. Just a great testament to these seniors as they've pursued excellence for the last 3 years, several of them on the field since they've been freshmen or sophomores, and just hoping and praying for an opportunity. Given one tonight, just falling a little bit short.
Yeah, and on the Rummel side, we mentioned it, but with those 2 running backs, with Hawkins and Jaden Terrence, that is how they're going to win, if they're able to win and keep their season alive. It's looking currently like they're going to play St. Augustine in the quarterfinals. They played middle of the season in the Catholic League, of course. St. Augustine defeated Archbishop Rummel 26-3 in that game. But here tonight, as the clock ticks down on the Indian season, that's going to do it for your Tioga Indians in 2025.
Final score here at the end of regulation, second round playoffs at the LHSAA. Your Tioga Indians 21, and the away team Rummel Raiders 45.
Yeah, let's take a break here, and we'll come back, do some closing thoughts, and wrap this thing up. You're listening to TSPN.
When other dealers judge your past, National Autoplex is here to drive you into your future. We're Sinlaw's only no-credit check lease-to-own dealer, where bankruptcy, bad credit, or no credit is no problem. At National Autoplex, we believe in second chances and fresh starts. If you've got income, you've got options. Come see why more drivers are choosing National Autoplex, where you're more than a credit score. Visit us today or apply online at nationalautoplex.com. National Autoplex. Your ride, your future, your way.
Your final here from Toomey Ingram Field. The Rummel Raiders 45, the Tioga Indians 21, as this ends the Tioga Indians season in heartbreaking fashion for these seniors. This is a group of seniors that their freshman year they got thrown into Division I select playoff bracket, made the playoffs 3 times. They went 1-3 in playoff games. Of course, in their sophomore year, they were able to defeat L.W. Higgins in the first round here before losing eventually to St. Paul's at St. Paul's. Just a heartbreaking loss for these seniors, but I know if Coach Chrisman was on right now, he would talk about how they laid the foundation for the future. And as we move into Division II Select next year, we'll see if that brings us some newfound success.
Yeah, it's just going to be one of those things that as we end this chapter, we close out this season, we just look forward to the future. We've got a lot of good players coming back, sophomores and juniors. We'll have a brand new quarterback, but we'll have some of those veterans coming back next year. So as we transition into Division II, you hope for success. And honestly, you might be able to see it next year, especially with such a great season from Coach Chrisman this year, really revitalizing this team after a tough season 2 years ago.
Yes.
Yeah, and on the other side, the Rummel Raiders, what a class program that Coach Monica has over there. Of course, Jay Roth brought them to prominence in the 90s and through the 2000s. Good luck to them the rest of the way. As far as Tioga, they dropped to 0-6 all-time versus the Catholic League. Lost to Edna Carr here, lost to Brother Martin here in the regular season, actually. Lost to Rummel tonight, and they've actually lost 3 times to Warren Easton in the last 10 years in the playoffs.
Absolutely, but there are a lot of really great things going on here at Tioga. We're very excited for our basketball seasons coming up. Both of our basketball teams, boys and girls, have been very successful early on this year as they are in the middle of a tournament right now as they move into the Thanksgiving holiday, as well as our soccer teams doing a great job. Our boys taking a victory, I believe it was 2-1 last night or 2-0. That's great with a new coach, Coach Edwards there, coming the first season here at Tioga and really changing the culture here for those boys teams for the soccer. But a lot of other great things as we continue on. What are you thinking about over there?
Yeah, if you're able to come out and watch the boys and girls basketball teams, they're both currently 3-0 on the young season so far. Yesterday, the girls were able to beat a top 25 in the state, regardless of classification. Northwest High School out of Opelousas, a great win, 60-48 by those girls, and led by Coach Jackson. They have a chance this year to make a deep run in the playoffs. Do not miss your opportunity to come out and watch them. But if you have to, TSPN's going to have you covered at basketball games this season. Is that right, Chuck?
Yes, indeed. We will do that. Love being able to put this together on such a short notice, but getting it up and running. Glad to have had the experience that I've had in the past and bring that here to Tioga High School.
Yeah, absolutely. And just a great job by the whole coaching staff this year. And like we said, it's a tough loss for us, but it is a bright future for this program as Coach Chrisman takes over this year for them. And just a lot of great talent moving up in the depth chart for next season. We're so thankful for this great senior class, being great leaders for our team as they are going out into the future with bright opportunities ahead of them, and we're hoping the best for them. Currently, right now, just to give you a heads up, we are looking at second-round playoffs. It's going to be a tight one here as Rummel takes the victory over Tioga. St. Augustine and Acadiana are with less than 7 minutes left, with St. Augustine up 49, Acadiana 42. starting to respond back and forth there in the fourth quarter.
Wow.
Thank y'all so much for all of our listeners, all of our watchers. We appreciate y'all. And for the first time ever, you have watched TSPN, Indian football on TSPN.
We have. And happy Thanksgiving next week, by the way.
That's
Absolutely.
right. Catch up for TSPN for all your boys and girls basketball needs for Tioga High School this season. We look forward to seeing them in action a lot in the coming weeks. Thank you all. Your final score, Rummel 45. And for the last time, the Tioga Indians, 21.
Have a good night. God bless you.